Alright, bet you didn't expect to see that in your sub box. That face, look at the size of this beard. Yeah, it's been a while, alright, I know I haven't made videos for ages, and let's face it, it's a good job that I didn't, because I'm rubbish at it. I never get the facts straight. It's my own thoughts and opinions. I buy things, people get annoyed at the things that I say. Anyway, I've had the Pixel 2 for as long as it's been out for. I don't know when that is. See, look, already, terrible research. Yeah, when did it come out? I don't even know. I've had it, right, since it came out. I feel like about a year. It's probably not that. It's a great phone, it's fantastic, highly recommend it. It's affordable, it's really decent. Great phone. Even like now the 3's out, I think the 2 is a really good buy. I love it. So what I did is I went out and bought an iPhone because I like to switch camps. I know I like to like stick with Android for 1 or 2 generations and then switch to iOS because let's face it, if I got a Pixel 3, it would be slightly better. Better camera, similar specs, same OS. You just kind of, you know, if you just increment up, you don't really see a big difference. But if you switch camps and you see a big difference and then in a couple of years you switch back, fantastic. I quite like that. What tends to happen though is I like the customization, and you can basically do anything you want with Android. You can make it your own. Whereas iOS stuff's like, it's boring. It's quite boring. But the difference is, and I'm gonna get, you know, slightly for saying this, the level of polish on the apps and the experience on the iPhones and the iOS is always better. I think it is. I know that there's like excellent Android phones. Mrs. has got the Note 8 and it's a fantastic phone, and they've come on leaps and bounds and they're brilliant, and I'm not saying they are bad, I'm not saying they are not polished, I'm just saying the experience within iOS typically, because it's a bit more locked down and a bit more limited, it's just more, the app, when you're inside an app, it's a more pleasant experience, typically. Now I know there's apps that are probably just as good, but I just feel that the iOS experience has the edge. And because it's quite a boring operating system, you just go on it when you need to go on it, when you need to send a message, when you need to take a photo, you go on it for that reason. Whereas I find with Android is you go on it to just adjust things and make it slightly different and not really gain anything, but it's fun, and I'm not taking that away from it. It's great to do all the customizing, but because you've got so many options, I find that I'm just never really satisfied. Whereas with iOS, it's like, you get what you're given, take it or leave it, that's it. So anyway, already rambled on too long. I'm going to open this up now, and I've not actually seen one of these in the flesh, I don't think. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have anyway. So this is the large one, the Max. It's a black 256, you know, so the 1/4 terabyte storage, because again, you cannot upgrade the memory on them. You have to buy whatever it is you're going to stick with. No memory card slot. Same as a Pixel, you can't upgrade them either. 64 gig or a 128, this is 128. I thought the 512 was overkill. I thought I don't even own 512 of stuff, so I thought that was a bit much. So I'm going to crack into it now and then just tell you what I think of it. I'm not going to tell you the specs or anything, because you know them. You absolutely know them before it comes out, so why people do that is beyond me. I like the real experience, the practical side of what is the point of having it. Is it enriching your life? And that's got nothing to do with how fast it turns on or the specs, in my opinion. It's just how good is it to use. So let's open it up, eh? Right. I know I'm a little bit late to the game with all this because all the big tech YouTubers have done this, but I don't know. I always like seeing it. I don't know why. What is it? Why do we like seeing this kind of thing? Right, okay. I haven't seen any direct Pixel 2 to the Max comparisons. Hello, can you see me? So, it's not a million miles different, to be honest. I'd say it's about the same way as well, to be honest. You know, all that crap in there. Yeah, we know about the charger and all. I know. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of fast charging because I'm sure it must fry your battery. If you're like me, you charge your phone overnight. If you run it out during the day, you run it too much. Alright, do something else, please. Don't complain about that stuff. I'm not saying though they shouldn't have included the charger, because that is cheaping out, but I'm just saying, alright, I can see both sides of the argument. It does feel expensive. Funny you should say that. It feels very breakable. This just feels, even though it's just a subtle difference, this just feels so much more manageable. I've got, I don't say I've got average sort of hands, but already I can see me lying in bed and they're just hitting me in the face. Yeah, quite interesting. Right, so I'm going to set it up and then I'll come back to do a bit of a review and a thought on it. But like I say, if you're still sub to this channel and you want to watch it, that's great. But I say, don't expect any specs. I'll just be like, yeah, it fits in my pocket. Yeah, it does what I want. You know, that's the kind of thing that I like to do. This is a fantastic phone. This has got a tough competition with this one. And apparently the camera is supposed to be better in the Pixel. There is a bit of lag in this. I mean, it's a 128 gig version. I say I've had it for about a year. And it's got the latest version of Android on it. But it is a little bit stuttery for my liking. What am I looking for? Settings. Okay, so this is 128 gig, 29% used. I don't know if you can see that. So it's not got a lot of stuff on it. It's got a 36.5 gig. But I mean, little things like when you double click to start the camera up. I'm going to take a picture now. Did you see that then? I tapped the shutter button, do it again. I don't know what that delay is, right? It's okay, let's 1, 2. See, it's getting a bit faster now, but I just don't expect that kind of lag on a flagship. I know it's a bit older, but there's not much on it. Anyway, I'm waffling now, so I'm gonna see what this feels like and do a couple of days of it, put a video up, watch it if you want, don't if you don't, you know. Tell me I'm wrong about Android and Apple in the comments, I don't care, do what you want, alright? Thanks for watching, take care now, bye bye then.